Yes, Shahad, I totally agree with you. You are doing good, by the way, which is related to marketing. So, in this session, we will talk about more in how do we improve marketing side in businesses. So again, guys, as I have stated in first class of this course is related to principles of management. So as you can have seen, guys, for the previous weeks, we have covered public management, human resources management, part of entrepreneur, small business. Today, inshallah, we are going to go through principles of marketing. Next week or the week after, maybe we are going to go through accounting, which is related to numbers, calculation. And by this, we are going to close this summer. Summer semester is very short and condensed. Maybe we have only 3 weeks from now, and summer is over. So today we are going to go through a very interesting session, which is related to how we are going to improve marketing practices in businesses. So we should know basically what is marketing as a very broad definition. And we are going to describe what do we mean by exchange process. We are going also to highlight what are the main functions of marketing. Basically, what is the role of marketing in businesses? And we should know by the end of this session, guys, explaining how marketing is going to be developed in strategies, a very important one. Then inshallah we are going to go through defining basically what do we mean by strategy, marketing strategy, and then we are going to go through some important concepts in marketing, segmentation, targeting, marketing mix. Okay. So, what do you think, guys? What is marketing? Can you think of some ideas which is related to marketing definition? Yes, Shahad? Yasmin? Shahad, different manners of selling and buying, okay? Shahad, art of selling, ways of a product, services, okay? Attract consumers. Fahad, a way of introducing, okay. Basma, how selling the product. Molly, Math and psychology, okay. And as a process to sell a product easily and fastly, أبرار customer satisfaction. شهد how can you attract your client, okay. Very interesting, guys. It sounds that you are interested in marketing. You are familiar with some concepts which is related to marketing activities. Muhammad, recruiting customers to buy a product, okay. Shahad satisfying. All the ideas, guys, which you have raised is almost right. Marketing is indeed related to satisfaction. It's related to understanding the needs. It's related to the ways or methods of selling. It's related to consumer psychology. So it is indeed related to those which is related to marketing activities. So formally, we define marketing as a group of activities which is related to expedite transactions. How we are going to expedite transactions, what methods, what way, what processes we are going to use. 1, create. 2, distribute. Number 3, by pricing. Number 4, by promoting goods and services, sometimes ideas. So this is what do we mean by marketing, okay? One of the most important component in marketing, what we can call it the value, which you might read in marketing literature as customer value, or sometimes they are perceiving it from consumers value, which is a very important component for marketing. Every single company in the market nowadays, they do have some specific customer value. This value is going to allow individuals and also in the organization in the same time to obtain what they need and what they want. This value which make you going to study in Arab Open University, and also the value which drive students in Al-Yamama, those who are studying in Al-Yamama University or Prince Sultan or Al-Faisal or Riyadh Al-Ilm or whatever. All these universities, or as we can call them organizations, they do have some sort of value. So what do you think the value that drive you to come here to study with us? Why you joined Arab Open University, guys? bachelor degree. طيب أنس, اليمامة they do have bachelor degree. So why you joined Arab Open University? Shahad, because of its reputation in learning. Zainab, because they called it open. Okay. So you can have alternative, Zainab. You can go to Al-Yamama if you are still interested in Al-Yamama. Khalid, my needs. Okay, good. Salim, it's more good than Al-Yamama and more cheap. Yes, I agree with the cheap. It is indeed cheap regarding other universities. Abrar for the British, Dana for the privilege. Excellent, guys. So all these are the values which you as the consumers decided to choose Arab Open University. You can apply these principles in most of your daily, sometimes purchases. So you can also link it to why you purchase NADIC product مثل المراعي, why you are interested in specific brand of water, Nova, Pirine, Naqi, whatever. Also you can link it to the restaurants that usually you are eating in. Why you decide to go to McDonald's, not Herfy, why you decided to go to Maestro Pizza, not Pizza Inn, why you decided to go to El Bake, not KFC. What do you think of El Bake restaurant, guys? Let's just think of this. Let's just try to think of the value of companies. So you are interested in KFC or El Bake? El Bake, okay. El Bake, okay. Okay. Okay, so let's just, we have a very good number of you who is interested in El Bake. So the question is that, why? What is the value that El Bake provides you? Why you are purchasing from El Bake? We are going to use another real life case examples. Because it's cheap with good quality. Okay, Abdullah? The value of the price and the quality, Muhammad? So the value you are thinking is mainly in the price and the quality. So any additional value of the hygiene? Okay, good point, Muhammad. Good point, Abrar. Delicious food and low price. Again, the value of the price. So the values that you have discussed, guys, is the price, the quality, the hygiene. Salim, choices, good taste, quality, okay, local meat. Zainab, local owner. Okay, stability, local brand, international value. Taste did not change. Okay, Lina. Characteristics, taste. Okay, the price again. Excellent, guys. So what I understood is that the value El Bake offer: 1, the price, the low price; 2, the good quality; 3, the hygiene; number 4, international value, international taste. Excellent, Salim. You have just raised an excellent point. CSR. serving the community. Well done. It sounds that, guys, you are familiar in marketing. So you know that we have opened a marketing track. So you can transfer to marketing track if you are interested next fall in September, inshallah. It's again in English. And if you are interested in marketing, so you can select it. Well done, guys. So this is basically what do we mean by the value that companies offer to consumers, which we can call it as customer value. So this value we have just applied on Arab Open University, which is a purely service business. They are offering education service, and we have also applied it in a product company, Bake versus KFC, and we have decided and discussed, what basically factors, values, which is related to main factors for selecting or choosing Bake net rivals or competitors. A marketing department sometimes they cross with other department in organization, such as the operation and finance and basically all area of management. And personally, I see marketing is the job of everyone in the organization. We cannot say that marketing is only for marketing department, because you as an employee who you basically meeting clients in daily basis, you should have some part of marketing. You should welcome your clients. We should behave them in a very good word and very behaved manners. You are representing your company. The most important thing is that, guys, we should not link marketing with deceiving, with the cheating. This is a very big problem. Sometimes, those who are misusing marketing activities, or those who are believing marketing is only selling and advertising. Again, selling is just only one activity, one part of marketing activities. So it is one of many. Also the same for advertising. Also the same for pricing, for production, branding. All these are only one of many which is related to marketing activities. So marketing in general, we can recap it in a very short sentence. It is related to a very wide and broad management process, which is related to meeting consumers' needs and wants. So this is briefly what do we mean by marketing in academia. Exchange relationship, which is again a very important component or part of marketing activities, which is related. I think we do have the okay, do we have it here? So that's good, because it's need to be visually explained, which is related to what basically things is going to be exchanged. Okay, these can be products or services, as we have stated. Sometimes products is going also, plus the exchange going to give you additional privilege. Like what? Like if you are going to purchase an Audi car, or if you are going to purchase a Ferrari, you are also going to practice the exchange, which you are going to pay the money to the dealer, and the dealer is going to give you the car, but also for you as a consumer, you are going to have the social status. So what do you think of yourself purchasing a Ferrari car or Mercedes-Benz or an Audi one? VIB, thank you, Khalid. Thank you. So you are believing that you are different. We should agree that the product gives you something different, gives you something additional. You are perceiving yourself as someone who is different from others. Okay, I'm driving personal and also social. Okay, I'm driving a Ferrari car. Think of yourself يعني, while you are driving in one of Riyadh roads, and others just يعني, taking photo of your car. So you are different. We totally agree. This what exchange give you for marketing, which something you are going to take it with also things which you are going to gain. As we have stated, it can be labor, money, ideas, services. So each participant going to take يعني, something, and also he is going to receive something else. This can be intangible product, okay, which is a very important in the change process. This change can be يعني, from the product itself, it can be from the social status, it can be from the use, it can be from the image that the product is going to give you. So all these are linked to how exchange is going to be. We have here a very interesting visual diagram which explains how exchange process happened in marketing. So we do have here you as a buyer, and also we do have here the sellers. So let's just think of the owner of or the dealer of Mercedes-Benz, or Yusuf Naghi as the dealer of BMW. Okay, what is going to happen here is that you as a consumers, or as we have stated here, as a buyer, you are going to give the seller the value, which is usually a cash, okay? Most of the time you are going to pay it in cash or a rent in some situation or cases, mainly in services, okay? And the seller in the other hand is going to give you the product, which is simple, or the service, or ideas. Sometimes seller can give you an idea to improve your product or service. Think of those who are working in consultation, those usually in this type of business, they have linked it to some sort of exchange. What basically marketing do? Marketing functions. Number one, they are responsible for purchasing. Also, they are related to selling, moving product, thinking of storage, make some grading and financing, doing some marketing research, and also doing some risk takers, especially of MBV. Mainly they are taking risk in MBV. One of the most important, especially in consumer behavior, is what we can call it as CBV. CBV, it's an equation for making customer decision, which is a very important here. We need to highlight in terms of value, which is customer's subjective assessment. So as its name indicates, it's subjective. That means it's going to be maybe shaped by every single consumers. It's important to think of it because it's going to give you the decision which lead you to purchase one product of another. Just apply this equation on Al-Baik versus KFC and Arab Open University versus Al-Yamama or Prince Sultan. The benefit, which is the good thing you have stated. For example, for Al-Baik, you have discussed the good quality, low price, the hygiene, reputation, CSR. All these are the advantages. Customer cost, basically, number one will be the payment, the cash that consumer going to spend. Sometimes the cost can be time. Sometimes the cost can be effort. Think of if you are going to go to Al-Baik, for example, you are going to use your car, you are going to use your time. What cost do you think that linked to Al-Baik, for example, guys? We have mentioned the advantages, but what cost you may face? Yes, Salim. Time and cash and gas also. Petrol. Thank you, Anas. Good point. Yes, Ashraf. Excellent point. Parking. You are going to look for a park, for a space. Mainly, these are the costs which is usually linked to Al-Baik. Can we link it to the quality? That means you purchase one of the Al-Baik product and you did not like it. Can we say this is cost maybe? Or you will not regret the taste. What do you think of the taste of the Al-Baik? Okay. More the quality, good. Distinctive taste, okay. The quantity. Okay, very excellent. Thank you, Basma. Thank you, Basma. You are the only one who mentioned this cost. Yes, it is indeed. It's going to be here. Not healthy. Well done, Basma. Thank you. So indeed, it's going to be a cost for you as a consumer. It is mainly fried product. Excellent, guys. So all these are linked to the CBV, or what we can call it as a customer value, which is you going to what do you think, guys, of the risk? What type of risk is connected with the bake? Can anyone think of risk? There is no clear risk you may face. But what about, let's just think of this scenario. You went to a bake branch and you want to place your order, and someone jump ahead of you, then you get a fight with him. So he was stronger than you and break your leg. Yes, indeed, Zainab. This may be, and sometimes it happens. We are not talking about something it is indeed related to something which usually happens. For that reason, we do have usually security guards. For that reason, they need to be governed by okay. Or thank you, Anas. Again, well done, Anas. You get a fine, a ticket in parking. Well done. Anas and Basma, they have mentioned a very interesting two costs, which again may happens. You get a ticket from Al Murur because you parked in wrong area. Ashraf, hygiene is good. This is a good one, Ashraf. So we are talking mainly on the cost or the negative ones, or maybe accident, God forbid, maybe. Okay, spread of disease, COVID-19. Okay. Long queues, again, good point from Manar. Long queues to order, it's going to take some time and effort. Well done. So all these, guys, is the cost which is going to be linked if you visited the branch, the restaurant itself. But in order to make it more clearer, more easy to understand the CBV, or customer perceived value. Now let's just presume that you are relaxed at home and you want to place your order via Marsul or Hunger Station. What cost you may face. Extra charge delivery, thank you, Zainab. This is one. Sometimes you don't have internet. Basically, Khalid. Number three. Excellent, Muhammad. Food, you are not going to receive it refresh. Uh, Uncertainty of the driver, you don't know him. Well done, Zainab. Ashraf, wrong delivery, lose your money. Mainly happens. And sometimes they may misuse the orders. Excellent, Khalid. You are waiting sometimes 1 hour. Well done. Affected. Okay, Zainab. Excellent. Excellent, guys. So CBV now is clear. We have described it theoretically, and also we have linked it to the real life case scenarios. Definitely, Salim, the taste will be cold, not fresh. So all these are what we can call it as a customer value in marketing, which is basically an equation explaining the good versus bad. And the most important thing is here, guys, when we do have higher benefits, that means we are expecting to make the purchasing. And when we do have the cost higher, we are not expecting to purchase. So all these are linked to what we can call it as a CVV. In customers value, we have explained customer benefits in details with real life examples. So we do have here consumers needs, we have stated, explain it, coordinated, nothing important to explain here. Yes, here we need to stay a bit, because how we are going to define consumer needs, guys. The question is that how we are going to know customer needs. One word. Thank you, Khalid. Thank you. By doing research. So we cannot say that we are going to presume or expend customer needs. Okay. So they need to understand basically how consumers behave and in what way when they are purchasing, how they are purchasing in order to define consumer needs. The most important thing is research, research, research. I remember, by the way, guys, one of the entrepreneurs who stated, briefly, he has a very good idea, but when I asked him, how did you know that? He said, just an estimation or forecasting. Sometimes your forecast may be right, But the most important thing is that so as we have continue to what we have يعني stopped in, one of the most important يعني steps in doing businesses is you should do some research. Forecasting is sometimes good. Your يعني belief sometimes may be good, but the most important thing is that you should do some research. You cannot say that all consumers in KSA purchasing online. We cannot say this, can we? Because some consumers, they are interested to go to shops in person. Or we can say that all consumers using Mersul or Hunger Station for ordering food or for food delivery. We cannot say this. If we don't have concrete research, concrete data, especially updated, we cannot make decisions. So doing research is one, I personally, I see it number one step in doing business. Or even not necessarily doing business, in understanding consumer behavior. We need to know why consumers purchasing online. Why consumer purchasing from Amazon, for example, not Namshi or another local companies. Why consumer purchasing from Maestro Pizza, not Pizza Inn or Pizza Hut? All these needs to be documented. They need to have a research, concrete data in order to make decisions. Again, this is linked to customer satisfaction. Again, a very important يعني step in doing research. You cannot say that all consumers of Al-Bake are satisfied. They are top 10, 10 out of 10. Or all consumers of Amazon.com or whatever يعني is the company, they are totally satisfied. We cannot say it. If we don't have a current research which says that يعني 30% of total client are purchased, 10% are not satisfied, maybe 60 are neutral, we are not saying this. So a very important one to understand how consumers behaving, how they are reacting to purchases. Let's just continue on marketing. And we are يعني okay, we have stated consumers benefit. Okay, good. We need here to explain briefly the history of marketing, which is mainly related to knowledge perspective, which production orientation. First يعني marketing started with this concept, which mainly in I think in 50s or 40s, where they have just يعني thinking of manufacturing efficiency, which was related to try to produce products as much as you can. So in that time, in that history of marketing, the focus was in production, thinking of how much we are going to produce, not thinking of consumer needs, not thinking of wants, not thinking of quality, not thinking of size, not thinking of shape. So the focus يعني was in that time to try to produce as much as you can. And then we have يعني witnessed what we can call it the sales period, which as يعني Salim stated, and that time we have يعني witnessed the ads or advertisements beginning in order to make يعني a client aware of the product that companies has, which is early 19th century. Then we have shifted to what we can call it as a marketing orientation, which is until now. What do we mean by marketing? We should not do any product or service unless we have knew what consumers needs. We are not saying that we are going to offer a product and that's it. We should know why and how consumers behave, and then we are going to link it to a real product or a service. So for example, Zilbake, they are fulfilling the needs of food. Arab Oven University, they are fulfilling the education service. Al Habib Hospital, they are fulfilling the medical service. Al Rajhi Bank, finance. Allianz, they are fulfilling the insurance. So all these companies existed in order to fulfill basic consumer needs, or sometimes it can be a want. Okay, meeting consumers' needs, trying to be trendy or fashion. Sometimes the taste is exchange, and sometimes the technology itself. Think of you as a consumer nowadays and your behavior in purchasing. Nowadays, we have a very good number of consumers who are purchasing online from namshi.com, for example, or from Amazon, from Alibaba. Why usually consumers purchasing online, guys? What do you think? Why consumers usually buy online? No effort, Anas. Save time, Abdullah. Zainab, a new collection. Modi environmental. Ahmed faster. Flexibility. Low prices. Cheap online. Save time. Okay, variety. Okay. Easier for many place. Well done, guys. So this is again easy shopping. This is again how consumers' behaviors change and taste sometimes going to be shifted from one taste to another. In order to develop a marketing strategy, we need guys to highlight marketing strategy. Basically, here is the definition. If you want the definition, which is related to a documented plan, action for developing pricing, distribution, promotion of product that is going to be again meet the needs of specific customers. There are two important factors in marketing strategy. One is what we can call it as targeting. The other two is how we are going to produce the marketing mix. Targeting, mainly related to the market, those who are have special needs and want. We are going, I think, to explain them. Yes, explain them in details. And we do have those who are a target one, a specific group, a smaller one, those who share the same needs and want. And sometimes companies going to total market approach. That means companies in this side is going to appeal to every consumers. Okay. Who guys usually use PIN? Can we describe guys who use PIN? Can we say everyone? Okay, number one, students, employees, Salim, everyone, teachers, okay, Zainab, okay, managers, almost everyone. Okay, so this is an example of how companies is going to target. We are going to go through it in details, inshallah, in the next step. In order to define a market, usually we do have two types of markets. those which is going to be B2C, as we can call it, as a marketing to retail, like for example, bake to you. Okay, bake to you. So to consumers, in this case, they are going to have a B2C. Sometimes companies, they are going to do it in B2B. That means a business is going to market to another business. Like if Arab Open University wants to purchase some tables or chairs from Jarir bookstore. So in this case, we are going to have AOU as a one side, and we do have Jarir as the other one. So in this case, we are going to have it as a B2B, which providing sometimes a product or sometimes offering services, which is going to be related to fulfilling a consumer needs and wants. Market segmenting, which is basically a method or a way or a process where the company is going to divide the total market into a smaller group. Okay, let's just use the yogurt product as a very excellent example for segmentation. So who usually purchase a full fat yogurt? Thank you, Zainab, the comment. Who usually purchase the low-fat yogurt? Those in diet, and also think of those who are purchasing an unfat yogurt. So all these are examples of categories who are purchasing this type of for a specific target segmented market. Sometimes companies going to market for specific consumers. This is what we can call it in marketing as the niche ones. Which is a narrow market segment that on a very they are willing to purchase. We can call it for those who are very different in their taste. Think of those who are purchasing a Ferrari car. They are very limited. They are different. They are from high social status. They are wealthy. So they want to be seen differently. So these are yes, Zainab, this is again an example of the niche one. For those who are looking for something different, and the most important thing is that they are willing to pay, they have money. Again, this is a very important point. If your niche, they don't have money to purchase your product, that means it's a cost. It's a risky to make and design a product for them. They have linked it to, as I have stated, in those who are looking for sport cars, limited editions, those who are in airlines, they want to first class, those who are different, and the most important thing, they have money. They are interested, they are willing to pay some money for purchasing product and services. Sometimes regarding segmentation, we are going to use a number of different variables. One and well known is the demographic. As we have stated in the yogurt one, we do have those which is an unfat maybe for those who are very old, full fat for normal, yogurt for kids, which is almost 2 to 3 years. Geographic, again, sometimes companies is going to define their marketing strategy and according to the geography. Sometimes we do have a product which is only related to Middle East or Europe, or those in Africa, or those in the Far East, and also in the same also country. Think of Riyadh, for example. If we imagine this is Riyadh area, we are going to define it into mainly two, or maybe sometimes more in distribution, the products. So we have here maybe those who are living in the north, those who are in the south, those who are in the east, and those who are in the west, and everyone you can describe their region into different strategies in order to save your time in doing your marketing activities. A psychographic, which is a very clear in the example that we have stated in the cars. Think of those who are purchasing Mercedes-Benz, or those who are purchasing a Ferrari car, or an Audi, or BMW, or these are linked to their psychographic behaviors. For those who are purchasing online, maybe some consumers interested to pay to purchase online due to their behaviors, because they are engaging in long time working hours, so they don't have enough time to go to supermarkets. For that reason, they want to purchase from websites. Marketing mix, which as its name indicates, it is the mix that you are going to use as a company in order to meet your consumers' needs and want. The marketing mix refers to the 4 B's, what we can call it in marketing literature. Can be products, price, promotion, and also distribution. Those activities which is linked immediately to achieve a specific goals in consumers' side. Here we have them: product, the price, distribution, and also the promotion. The products can be a good, which is a physical entity you can touch, and the service, which is the application of a human efforts in order to meet consumers' needs and wants. Think of the medical one, think of the surgery. An idea, which is a patent, where you are going to have an idea to start up your own business, and then you are going to link it to meet some specific customer benefits. The price is the cash that you as a consumer is going to pay to process the product. Nothing important else to explain here. Distribution, which is a very interesting, because nowadays most of companies they have shifted to e-commerce, or what we can call it as online. Okay, most nowadays of company they have shifted to the online environment because it is a very easy to reach consumers. It is a very easy nowadays for consumers to purchase online. Okay, which is a very important in order to link it to the price, to the product, to the place, promotions, and sometimes in the place you need to have an intermediaries in order to deliver your products. Promotions, which is a communication efforts that companies going to use in order to reach consumers. Nowadays, guys, most of companies they are using what we can call them as social media influencers, social media celebrities, in order to market their product and services. And they are getting fortune, guys. Advertising via influencers is costly. We need to admit that they are achieving fortunes via advertising. And then we have those which is digital, as we have stated, guys, which is almost nowadays in, as I have stated, the dominant. Nowadays, all companies, we can say that all companies, they are making advertisements online. That means still they are using ad TV, but mainly they have shifted to online advertising. We have what do you think why they have shifted to influencer advertising? Yes, Zainab. Why companies want to make advertising in influencers or celebrity? Social media has become into everyone can be famous. Not easy to show their product. Ashraf, more reach. Okay. No, cheaper. I disagree with you, Ashraf. What do you think, guys, with the point of Ashraf? I didn't think so. It is a cheap, Ashraf. Shahad. Yes, I totally agree with you guys. I totally agree. expensive indeed. Indeed. Well done, guys. So we have reached our last part of the session, guys. Any question, any comments? We are approaching the final weeks of summer semester. Days passing so quickly. So you have done your first quiz, and inshallah your next quiz will be in the upcoming weeks. And you do have take-home exam, and you will conclude this summer semester. Wallahi, I will check with the HQ guys. I will check with Kuwait, and it's clear regarding the chapters. It's clear on course calendar, but we need to confirm the date. I just want to confirm the date from Kuwait, inshallah, and I will let you. طيب. Before you leave, guys, I kindly ask you to participate in this piece of research. Okay. If you just give me 5 minutes from your time to fill in this research, I would be thankful for you. Okay, Salim, Zainab, Maryam, Yasmin. If you can just give me 5 minutes of your time, guys, I will be if you are using Abshir. I think most of you guys use Abshir. I think Saudi and non-Saudi using Abshir. But just can you, non-Saudi, you are using Abshir? Just can you let me know? Excellent. طيب. Okay, for Saudis then, if you can kindly fill in your responses, it will be great. Everyone, even non-Saudi, Salim? Even non-Saudi, Salim, if you can just confirm it. That's good. So Ashraf, if you can share it with your friends. That's fine, guys. So if you can give me 5 minutes of your time, I will be thankful for you guys. And inshallah, next Tuesday we are going to meet again in the same time, the same place. From me, wish you thank you, Salim. I really appreciate it. If you can share it in your groups for those who are using Abshir, it will be great. It is a research, a personal one. It's my sixth one, number 6. I have completed 6 research this year. So I will be appreciated. Yes, please. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. We are almost in the beginning of your day. If you do have any question, ask me here. If you do want to send it on LMS or email. Okay, thank you very much then guys. Be safe. نلتقي إن شاء الله يوم الثلاثاء القادم.